and get another ride on the roller coaster. Fuck off. Anyway, we'll talk about that shortly. So now we've got the eviction episode. What have you got? Because I've only got brief notes.
Kylan doesn't feel that X has reciprocated his commitment to him, and he's right. X wants the sniffing bandit out.
The sniffing bandit.
I think that's what he called him.
Yeah, I know he did. You're right. When he said that, I thought, what? So the first bit I've got from this episode is Tiffany.
I have no notes now,
house.
So you're in the driving seat.
All right. Well, in that case,
Tiffany going into the jury house and going, "What's up, losers?" Something like Zingbot coming in. What's up, losers?
So Tiffany got to sort of.
Oh my god, Tiffany is Zingbot. All these years it's been Tiffany.
So no, because Tiffany's funnier than Zingbot. So Tiffany got to go in and explain what happened and how she created the master plan. And everyone's like, "Oh, Tiffany, you're amazing." And in a way, it was good that Tiffany got to go in and sort of tell the story. Because if Xavier or fucking Kylan had gone in, they'd have been like, "Well, we did this and the women did nothing." Blah 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? And everyone was very nice about it, weren't they?
Sarah Beth was upset though because she was like, "Okay, the difference is that I don't know. I can't remember what she said."
Kylan told me unnecessary lies.
Exactly.
Yeah, things he didn't have to do. That's a part of Kylan's gaslighty nature, isn't it? To do that sort of shit.
I'm not sure. I still feel like maybe there was something with him and Sarah Beth. Why would he act like that around her?
The way he always had his arm around her neck and shit like that is something, especially knowing she has got a girlfriend, and I know she should have pushed back on it. But just think about that, just especially knowing what we know now, just don't sit right.
He likes to sniff everything.
He's a fucking nutcase.
Oh, okay.
He's a pure nutcase. I told you last week he was an incel, didn't I? And now look, I told you, and I was fucking right.
Do you know, this is bad, but I was on the train coming back from Liverpool, and a guy got on and sat down, and I was like, he went away, and I thought, oh god, this guy's gonna come and shoot us all up. He's definitely an incel. I don't know why I thought that.
Do you have a black trench coat on? Greasy hair.
No, yeah, greasy hair.
So
I thought, why is it bothered about me? I'm a gay guy.
So then because, you should be reproducing and all that sort of stuff. So now I've got the moment. I just cut out the rest of the episode. The moment. So it was the eviction.
He is the moment.
Arza was praising God, and Julie was like, "Oh, thank you for giving praise to God."
Touching moment. Yeah.
How beautiful. Big D, I thought when he was listening.
Wait, what's happening? Can you tell me what's happening?
So what's happening is
Big D has won
the veto. No. Xavier's
not. Shit.
No, Xavier's won the veto, but he ain't using it. So Big D has to cast the vote to Victor. It's that bit where the Victor vote. It's that part.
He got it right though.
I know.
Because they clearly rehearsed the
he got it right when it fucking mattered to stick that fucking knife in Kylan. Anyway, so Arza's doing her speech, and Big D was looking up at her, and he looked actually moved by her speech. And then when Kylan did his speech, Big D. Oh, fuck knows. Big D looked nervous. I saw Big D start to look nervous when Kai was doing his speech. I thought, Kai's going. He's getting rid of him. So then Big D stood up and said... I
do remember Arza doing a religious
yeah,
speech.
She did.
And Kylan doing a secular one.
That's right. I didn't write down Kylan's speech. So when Big D stood up, he said, "On a game level, I have made it clear I owe nobody anything. I play this game solely for myself." Hold on, what about the cookout?
Also, what have you done for anyone, even yourself?
Yeah.
You've been carried here.
And then Kylan just zoomed in on his face. It was just blank, like a blank
Apparently,
stare.
Kylan wasn't aware he was about to be going.
No, and I'll tell you the other thing.
This is why he stopped and goes, couldn't you told me?
Did you know about the ring? Do you know about the ring? Do you know about this part?
Ring?
Derek F gave Kylan his dad's ring as collateral to say, "I am not going to vote you out." Yeah, there's a zoomed in video on Twitter because I fucking delved into all this shit as soon as the episode was over.
Baldy moving over here.
Yeah, I fucking was.
Demise.
There's a video. Kylan, as soon as he realises he's going, he takes the ring off his finger and puts it in his pocket. Derek F's dad's fucking ring. What do you think about that?
Good. That teach Derek F. So fuck with the heirlooms. Dad's not even dead.
His dad is dead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was, I don't know, still a living boxing legend.
How disrespectful of you. The only thing more disrespectful than you is Kylan. What?
I was going to say a career like boxing don't really like lend itself to longevity because you get bashed around the head.
Yeah, that's true. So I've got the whole transcript here. I wrote it down pretty much word for word earlier. So I'll read them out and you can give your reactions to each point. You ready?
Yeah.
Kylie...
hang on a minute. What I will say is like you.
Did I ruin it?
No, you didn't. But
I thought nothing could be as good as just seeing it pure. But you knew something was going to happen.
Well, this blew up, so I couldn't help but
see something
through social media get glimpses of what had happened, and I saw that Kylan was evicted, and that was because I think I'd unliked the Facebook page. But I was still following it. I didn't realise. So their stories came up, or whatever. So I saw Kylan like from the jury house, or whatever, or posted an eviction interview. So I knew that he was gone, and then I knew that something had happened, and then it was meaty and juicy. And you were like, "I've never seen anything like this ever happen before." No. But I don't know why. I thought it was going to be a bit more.
I thought you would because you were expecting more because of it was just too much hype.
I got the impression that it was conflict.
Did you think someone threw a punch?
I thought it maybe happened in the week and it was in the highlights. I didn't think it was happening right now live on the show.
Yeah. That was what was good about it because they couldn't fucking cut it because it was fucking happening there, then and there. Yeah. So Kylan goes, any reason to Xavier? And Xavier goes, it's a game.
It's a game.
What about game? And started sipping his water very aggressively.
Kylan?
And and then Xavier goes, you'll find out, patted him on the back.
Yeah, off you go.
Big D
Kylan weren't going.
No. Big D goes, as a game point of view, I can't beat you. Kylan kind of went, I don't really care about you, but this guy, I've got a problem. That's basically what he did. He said, no heads up from this guy. I kept you in last week. And at this point on the video, I'm just going, Kylan, just fucking go. Because it's just like so embarrassing and awkward. Just leave.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a get security in.
Security. I was waiting for security. I think Julie Chen played that part.
Excuse me. You're an adulterer.
So then, and then Xavier goes, well, really it was like Big D's decision. Like tried to like put it on Big D, which I liked.
Because he wanted to Kylan to take that to the jury house. Yeah.
So do you know...
That's why he wasn't saying shit.
Yeah.
Because he wanted Kylan to think that it was all Big D that chose to get him out and that, like, go into the jury house and talk a great story about X, who's such a great guy who wants to win, and that's why. And
trying to put it on Big D. So do you know about this whole Kobe thing? Do you know what they were talking about there?
Is it Kobe Bryant, the deceased basketball player?
Yeah, but there's more to it than that. So basically, Kylan's nephew is named after that Kobe Bryant, the deceased sports person, whoever he is. Yeah, I know he died a couple of years ago in that helicopter crash.
Yeah, what I've heard about Kobe Bryant, he wasn't a particularly successful basketball player.
Oh, okay.
But like, it seems like in death he sort of became
deified
a little bit.
Yeah. But anyway, so Kylan's not Kylan.
I could be wrong though, so sorry if that's offensive.
Oh, it's fine. So that's beside the point. So Xavier's nephew is named after that guy. Yeah, so that's why he was saying Kobe. But also Xavier's brother died in April. Did you know this?
Of COVID?
No, I don't know what he died of. No, it can't have been COVID, I don't think, because Xavier said, my brother said to me, you need to look after my nephew. So it must have been an illness, I guess, if he sort of was able to give him the heads up like that. Yeah. So his brother died in April.
One of those,
and, I suppose so. I don't fucking know all these details. I'm trying.
I just remember someone going, we lost someone to cancer.
And that was SB about her dad. It was SB about her dad.
Oh, right.
So basically, Xavier never told anyone his brother died until literally a week or 2 weeks ago because he was just too upset about it because he's obviously still in the midst of grief. But he would cry on his own about it. So basically, he gave Kylan this information a week ago, and Kylan fucking threw it back in his face and said, well, I'll tell you what he said. I thought the whole Kobe thing, raising him to be a man and face challenges, and Xavier took one step forward and said, are you talking about my nephew right now? No, that's later. Okay. And Kai went, well, named after Kobe, he doesn't step down from a challenge. He accepts it. Xavier, I suggest you stop talking about my nephew. Kylan, that's not really up to me if your nephew has nobody to look up to. Fuck!
Yeah, that's low.
The nephew's fucking dad has literally just died, and you're saying that on TV. He's going to watch that. That is... I mean, Xavier would have been perfectly within his rights to knock his fucking lights out.
How old is this nephew for a start? Probably not old enough to watch Big Brother.
Oh, fuck knows. So then Xavier goes, keep talking about my nephew, Kai. And then Kylan said, how are you going to figure out how to raise him? And
What are you going to tell your daughter?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And then Asa actually fucking woke up.
Role model to your kids there.
Yeah, Asa actually woke up at that point and went, Kylan. That's the first time she fucking spoke.
Asa?
Yeah. And then
she thought it was about to kick off.
Yeah, and then Julie went, Kylan, please leave.
Judy handled this so badly.
You could hear the panic in her voice, couldn't you?
Because she was shouting. Julie,
yeah.
I mean, it's the first time Julie's actually paid attention to what the fuck's going on.
And then we were trying to work out what the fuck Xavier said here. Me and Jack, we wound it like 4, because Jack came in later and we wound it like 4 times. I couldn't work it out until they showed it back the next episode. But Xavier said, Julie's waiting for you. Walk. The way he fucking went walk, it was so fucking cool. Like, walk. And did you notice Xavier's hands were behind his back? Like, his hands were behind his back and his fucking fingers were going like this. Like, he was like having to physically stop himself from knocking Kylan's fucking lights out.
Yeah.
It was just
the thing with Xavier is I knew he had the composure to not act.
Yeah, of course.
But he was like...
his job and everything as well, you know. He's used to being in hairy situations.
But he was happy to square up. And that's like the face-off, wasn't it? It was like he wanted him to keep going.
Yeah.
It's, well, when you say
to sort of dig his own
when
grave.
you say like keep talking about it, it almost suggests that because if you do, that's when I'm going to fucking come for you.
Yeah.
But I feel like he wanted Kylan to undo himself. And that he has the composure to just let Kylan self-destruct.
I mean, Kylan did undo himself. There's no fucking doubt about that. So then Julie said, Kylan, please here. And then Kylan sort of goes to get his fucking water bottle.
Is that mine?
Yeah, and that was the moment when everyone on Twitter thought that Kylan was going to punch Xavier, basically.
I don't think Kylan ever would have done. I think if anyone was going to get a punch, it was Kylan.
Yeah, because Kylan's a little pussy who couldn't punch anyone. I wouldn't have thought. He's just a little fucking mind-fucking little bitch. So then Julie sort of sounded panicked. Then she went, "I need you to leave right now, security."
Yeah.
And then
the thing is, this shouldn't be Julie. It should be Big Brother that comes in and sorts these out.
Should be there, yeah.
I fuck Grodner.
Well, so I've heard her do that in situations before, but I guess on the live show they don't expect something to happen like that. It's just anyway. So I didn't actually write down anything from the interview, but the main thing I thought was, why the fuck did Julie not ask him a single question about that in the interview? And we know why, but
just rather not address it.
She just can't go off script, can she? But if that was Emma or if that was Arissa, surely
of course they
would have been like, what the hell just happened there then? Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing you'd like, what was that about?
Yeah, of course.
Isn't it? Like,
you're right.
Oh, it seemed like you left on a bit of a sour note there. Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
I never even thought of that. You're right. It wasn't even addressed.
It was just like it never happened.
You sit over there, air hug.
Yeah.
Because you come in to me, you're fucking steaming.
Yeah. And then for him to go at the end, please bring me back. You will never fucking go back on that show in a million years acting like that. Can you imagine? The producers must have been fucking tearing their hair out. Although they must have been thinking, this is some good TV right here.
I don't think in America they want that TV. Do you? It's very sanitised Big Brother. We want that on UK Big Brother, and we would show all of that.
Yeah.
But I think on US TV, that's a major inconvenience. Like, you could bet if that had happened in the week, they would have edited it right out. You're right. And I was quite surprised they actually showed as much of the aftermath as they did on the filler show. Because I thought, they're probably just going to like sweep it under the carpet kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But they actually did kind of address it. I guess because it was like the talk of Twitter. But just even without bringing someone's fucking nephew into it whose dad has just died, just leaving like that. It's a game. I know we always say it, but it's literally a game. You got outplayed. Just fucking leave. Do a Cody Nicholson. Go over the table if you have to. Yeah.
But don't be hanging around for 10 minutes like that.
Don't, because TV gold. To have someone stop, question it, like, no one would have seen that coming. Because everyone just gets their stuff and goes.
And gives people a hug, and unless you're Claire. And it's just like, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was just like, oh, this is embarrassing. I was like, this is embarrassing. And when it was the nephew thing, and I didn't even know the dad of the nephew had died.
No.
But even just mentioning that, you know what people like about kids in Big Brother? Talk about my family, talk about my kids.
My mum or whatever,
yeah, they fucking get proper shitty about this. So to bring that up as you're going and you know that's going to be shown, I am so curious to see